Hi guys, today I am going to show you how to construct a deep neural network in MATLAB for classifying the images. Here you can see the structure of the deep neural network. There will be input image and there will be different kind of structures like convolution, ReLU and pooling. Next set of layers is their convolution, ReLU and pooling. Finally we will be having the fully connected layer, that is FC. And the output of this FC, we are getting the different kind of classes like flower, cup, car and a tree. So based upon the structure only we are going to classify the images. What type of images today I am going to classify means I am going to classify the fundus image. That means I am having two different kind of images. First one is the normal image and the second one is the abnormal images. So I am going to classify this fundus images, whether it is normal and abnormal. Before that, just to open the MATLAB and open the new script and put the initial command clc clear all and close all. We all know that if you want to construct the deep neural network means we need to train the deep neural networks. So in order to train the neural network, first create one folder in desktop and rename it as deep2. So deep2 is the folder of our project, and I am having a data set which contains the fundus images. So just to copy that folder in fundus image. This is our own data. I am taking two folders. First folder contains the normal images and the second folder contains the abnormal images. So this is the database of our project. Then go to MATLAB, then just save it, deep2, save it our program in the form of deeplan. Okay, now we constructed the database, then just run the program. Just change the folder. So now we constructed the data set which is available in the folder of deep2. Okay, here is the data sets. I'm taking two type of data sets. First one is the normal and the second one is the abnormal. Then go to MATLAB. First we have to give the path of the MATLAB. We have to give the MATLAB root. So MATLAB root is equal to, inside the single quotes, go to this tab and just copy and paste it here. Then we have to construct the dataset path. Dataset path is equal to, we have to read all the full files which are available in the dataset. So full file of MATLAB, comma, so which folder we are using here means deep2, comma, dataset 1. So this is the dataset path. Then we have to construct the data store. So image data store of dataset paths. That means just copy this and paste it here. Worry. Include subfolders. LUD, include subfolders, comma, true, comma, label source, comma, folder names. Label source, comma, folder names. So we just set up image data store. That means data path include subfolder true. Then after that we have to counting the label. Count the label is equal to data dot count each label. Count each label. So this label is nothing but inside the dataset folder we are taking two folders as 1 and 2. So 1 is the normal image label and 2 is the abnormal image label. So that's the two labels only just we are reading here. Then training data. Train is equal to data. So this data is the training data. This is the image data. So dataset path includes subfolders, label source, folder names. So dataset path is equal to full file of MATLAB deep2 into datasets. So inside the datasets only we have stored our datasets like normal and abnormal. Just we are reading that dataset, that is reading all the images which are available inside the dataset 1. Then we are counting the label. Counting the label is nothing here. We are counting in terms of folder names. We are taking the two folder. First folder we are taking as 1 and the second folder we are taking as a 2. In first folder we are keeping all the normal images and second folder we are keeping all the abnormal images. So this is the training data. Then we have to define the layers. Construct deep neural networks layers. So layers is equal to inside square bracket image input layer, image input layer of, we don't know the size of the image which we are available in the dataset. Just we are randomly given us 200 cross 200 cross 3. 3 is the RGB image, that is why we are giving us 3. Then convolution 2D layer. Convolution 2D Y layer of filter size 20 and image layer 20, filter size 5 and channel 20. Then ReLU layer, ReLU LAYER. Then max pooling layer, max LAYER layer of 5, what we used in convolution layer, that things only we have to put it here. So convolution ReLU layer and max pooling layer. Then again we are creating the next set of layers. For that just copying these 3 layers and paste it here. Then finally we will be having the fully connected layer and the softmax layer. So fully connected, fully connected layer of 2. Why we are giving us 2 means we are taking only 2 classes. That means normal image and abnormal image. That is the positive and negative classes. That is where we are keeping us here 2. Then softmax layer. Then classification layer. Classification LAYER of. So we constructed the layers. In layer is equal to input layer, convolution ReLU max pooling, convolution ReLU and max pooling. Okay. So we have constructed the layer. Then we have to train the neural network. So first you have to provide the training option. OPT is equal to training options TRAIN GOPTIONS, training options of steepest gradient method only we are using here, SGDM, comma max epochs, comma 15, comma initial learning rate, initial land rate, comma 0.001. So now we have set the learning parameters. After that we have to train the image. So net is equal to train network of. So what are the information we have to provide? The training network means we have to provide the input data, train data, that is train and layers and training option. So train comma layers comma OPT, train comma layers comma OPT. So now we can go for training. We already set all the parameters. Let's see whether it's going to train or not. Just go to the green button, just run the button. So it's showing some error, conf file base matching. Oh yeah, dataset 1 already. The deep2 is here, so just delete this one and then run the file name. Yeah, it's reading it. And one more error is coming. Undefined variable max pooling layer, line number 22. Max pooling 2D layer, not layer single, 2D. Max pooling 2D layer. Again running. Again max pooling 2D layer. Sorry, max pooling layer we cannot give it as 5,20, 2, max pooling layer we have to give it as 2. Okay. Yeah, it's going. It's showing the training images are 336, 4. As I said to you earlier, just randomly we given us 200 cross 200, but the actual size is 336448. So we have to give 336448. Then running. Yeah, the training is started. You can see it here, the busy is showing here. Yeah, first epoch. First minimum patch accuracy is 25% first in a first iteration. So we have to wait for up to 15 epoch. I think it will take some times. Here I am using the CPU, that is why it's getting much time. If you are using the GPU means it won't get this much of time. So better if we have the more number of training images means we need to train it via GPU only. Here I am using CPU, that is why I am taking only 4 images for training. First 2 images for normal and the next 2 images for abnormal samples. So it's training, it's getting sound. We have to wait it. Yeah, the training is completed. We are getting the accuracy of 100%. So the training is completed. Now what we are going to do means we have to check our data. We have to test our data. So in order to test our data, first we have to read our images. A is equal to im read of. So in order to check our data, first go to data, our deep2 folder, then copy any one of the files, rename it as test1, test2. So I am read of test1.jpg, then class equal to, then we have to classify our images. For that we are using classify of our training network, that means net comma a. So already we have trained our network. Now we are going to check it, our network, in our own image, that means test1.jpg. So just select these two lines, and if you click F9 or evaluate selection, it's showing that test1.jpg does not exist. Let's check it there. Just copying these folders in and deep2 desktop, paste it here. Now we just run the program. Then if you go to command window and type as class, so this is the category of 1, right? If you give the input file name as test2 means, right click and evaluate selection, we can get the category of 2. So if I give the test1.jpg, it's showing as 1, that means normal. If I giving the value of test2 means it's showing as a abnormal, that is 2. So which are the two classes I have used for training inside the data set? One is normal and 2 is the abnormal. So these two images only these two folders only I am taken as a label for the image, so that output only we are getting here for category 1 and 2. Like that we can give the other images, like what are the images we are getting from the hospitals. If we are giving it here means automatically we can find out whether it's normal image or abnormal image. So everything is based upon the neural network, how we are training and how we are testing. So it's a simple program. I think you can easily understand this one. Just we are reading all the dataset values, then just constructing the layers, then training our neural network, then finally we are checking, finally we are getting the category whether it is 1 or 2. So like that we can check it for another disease, like different kind of disease. Here is the one class classification, that means normal, positive or negative. Like that we can check it for multi-class problem, for different disease there will be a high risk, low risk and median risk. These kind of problems also we can solve it here. So just here I have shown only for binary classification or two class problem, one class problem, that means normal or abnormal. In future we can do it for the multi-class. I'll show it for the next video. Okay, thank you.